Have you ever found yourself wide awake between 3 and 5 in the morning, wondering why? This mysterious occurrence has puzzled many people throughout history. Today, we're going to explore the mystical meaning of waking up during these early morning hours and what it might signify for you. Let's start by looking at the significance of early morning hours. Throughout history and across various cultures, the time between 3 and 5 a.m. has been viewed as special or sacred. Many ancient traditions believe that this period held unique power and potential for spiritual connection. In some cultures, it was seen as a time when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds was thinnest, allowing for deeper insights and experiences. But why is this time so often considered special? One reason might be the unique quality of the world during these hours. The night is at its darkest just before dawn, creating a sense of stillness and quiet that's hard to find at any other time of day. This tranquility can create an atmosphere conducive to deep thought, meditation, or spiritual practices. From a biological perspective, our bodies go through natural sleep cycles and circadian rhythms that affect our wakefulness and alertness throughout the day and night. During the early morning hours, our bodies begin to prepare for waking. Hormones like cortisol start to increase, and our body temperature begins to rise. This natural shift in our physiology might contribute to why some people find themselves awake during this time. Many spiritual traditions place great importance on the hours between 3 and 5 a.m. in some belief systems. This time is associated with increased spiritual energy or divine presence. Some view it as an opportune moment for prayer, meditation, or connecting with higher realms of consciousness. While these beliefs vary widely across different cultures and religions, the common thread is the idea that this time holds special significance beyond just being another part of the night. One of the most notable aspects of waking up during these early hours is the quietness of the mind. Without the usual distractions of daily life, many people find that their thoughts are clearer and more focused. This mental clarity can lead to profound insights or realizations that might not occur during the hustle and bustle of the day. The stillness of the early morning can create an ideal environment for reflection and introspection. It's a time when you can hear your own thoughts without interruption, allowing for deeper self-understanding and personal growth. Many people report having important realizations or making significant decisions during these quiet hours. Interestingly, many artists and writers throughout history have claimed to feel more creative during the early morning hours. There seems to be a link between early waking and enhanced imagination. Without the noise and distractions of the day, the mind is free to wander and make unique connections. This could explain why so many creative breakthroughs have occurred during these pre-dawn hours. The early morning can also be a powerful time for problem solving. When you wake up between 3 and 5 a.m., your mind is often refreshed from sleep but not yet burdened by the concerns of the day ahead. This unique state can allow you to approach challenges from a different perspective. Many people report finding solutions to problems or having aha moments during these early hours. There's also a strong connection between early morning hours and nature. Dawn is a significant time in the natural world, marking the transition from night to day. Many animals are most active during this time, and the world seems to come alive as the sun begins to rise. By aligning ourselves with these natural rhythms, we may tap into a deeper sense of connection with the world around us. Some people believe that waking up during these hours is a sign that we're more in tune with our natural cycles. In our modern world, we often ignore the natural rhythms of day and night, but waking early might be our body's way of reconnecting with these primal patterns. If you find yourself regularly waking up between 3 and 5 a.m., you might wonder how to use this time productively. While it's important not to force yourself to stay awake if you need more sleep, there are ways to make the most of this time if you're naturally waking up. Some people use these early hours for meditation or mindfulness practices. The quiet and stillness can create an ideal environment for these activities. Others might use the time for reading, writing, or other creative pursuits. Some find it's a good time for gentle exercise like yoga or stretching. However, it's crucial to remember the importance of getting enough sleep. While waking up early can be beneficial, it shouldn't come at the cost of your overall rest. If you're consistently waking up during these hours and feeling tired during the day, it might be worth looking into ways to improve your sleep quality. Finding the right balance is key. Some people might benefit from embracing these early waking hours, while others might need to focus on getting more uninterrupted sleep. It's about discovering what works best for your lifestyle and needs. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. can provide unique opportunities for personal growth. The quiet hours of the morning can be an excellent time for self-reflection and goal setting. Without the distractions of the day, you might find it easier to connect with your inner self and think about what you truly want in life. Many people use this time for journaling, which can be a powerful tool for personal development. Writing down your thoughts, dreams, and goals in the peaceful early morning can bring clarity and help you set intentions for the day ahead. It's also a great time to practice gratitude. Taking a few moments to appreciate the good things in your life can set a positive tone for the rest of the day. Some people find that expressing gratitude in the early morning hours helps them maintain a more optimistic outlook throughout the day. The early morning hours can also be a powerful time for visualization and manifestation practices. Many believe that the mind is more receptive during this time, making it easier to imagine and work towards your goals. If you're interested in exploring the potential of these early morning hours, there are several steps you can take. First, pay attention to your sleep patterns. If you find yourself naturally waking up during this time, try to embrace it rather than fighting against it. Create a calm and peaceful environment in your bedroom. This can help you make the most of these hours if you do wake up. Keep a journal or notebook nearby so you can jot down any insights or ideas that come to you. Consider developing a simple morning routine that you can do if you wake up early. This might include some gentle stretches, quiet reflection, or a few minutes of meditation. Having a plan can help you use this time meaningfully rather than lying in bed feeling frustrated about being awake. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to sleep and waking. What works for one person might not work for another. The key is to listen to your body and find what feels right for you. It's also worth noting that consistently waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. can sometimes be a sign of sleep disturbances or other health issues. If you're concerned about your sleep patterns, it's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare professional. As we explore the mystical meaning of waking up between 3 and 5 a.m., it's important to approach the topic with an open mind. While there are many spiritual and cultural beliefs surrounding this time, everyone's experience is unique. Some people might find deep spiritual significance in waking during these hours, feeling a stronger connection to their inner selves or to something greater. Others might simply appreciate the quiet time for reflection and creativity. There's no right or wrong way to interpret or use this time. The key is to be curious and open to what this experience might mean for you personally. Pay attention to how you feel when you wake up during these hours. Do you feel anxious or peaceful? Energized or tired? Your feelings and experiences can provide valuable insights. It's also interesting to consider how our ancestors might have viewed these early morning hours. Before the invention of artificial light, people's sleep patterns were more closely tied to the natural cycles of day and night. Waking up in the early morning might have been a more common occurrence, used for tending fires, preparing for the day ahead, or engaging in spiritual practices. In our modern world, with its constant connectivity and 24/7 lifestyle, waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. can feel like an interruption or inconvenience. But viewed from a different perspective, it could be seen as an opportunity to reconnect with a more natural rhythm of life. If you do find yourself awake during these hours, try to approach the experience with curiosity rather than frustration. Instead of tossing and turning, worrying about getting back to sleep, you might choose to sit quietly and observe your thoughts. What comes to mind during this time? Are there recurring themes or ideas? Some people find that keeping a dream journal can be particularly insightful if they wake up during these early morning hours. Often we're closer to our dream state at this time, and recording any remembered dreams or fragments can provide interesting material for self-reflection. It's also worth considering how different cultures around the world view the hours between 3 and 5 a.m. In some traditions, this time is associated with spiritual awakening or enlightenment. In others, it's seen as a powerful time for healing or manifestation. In traditional Chinese medicine, for example, each 2-hour period of the day is associated with a different organ system. The hours between 3 and 5 a.m. are linked to the lungs, which are associated with grief and letting go. From this perspective, waking during these hours might be seen as an opportunity to process emotions and release what no longer serves you. In some Native American traditions, the pre-dawn hours are considered a powerful time for prayer and connection with the spirit world. Many other spiritual traditions also place special significance on the hours before sunrise. While these cultural and spiritual beliefs can provide interesting perspectives, it's important to remember that the meaning of waking up during these hours is ultimately personal. What matters most is how you choose to interpret and use this time in your own life. If you find yourself regularly waking up between 3 and 5 a.m., you might consider keeping a journal to track your experiences. Note how you feel when you wake up, any thoughts or ideas that come to you, and how you spend this time. Over time, you might start to see patterns or insights emerging. Some people report feeling a sense of peace or clarity during these early morning hours. Others might feel a surge of creativity or inspiration. By paying attention to your own experiences, you can start to understand what this time means for you personally. It's also worth considering how waking up during these hours affects the rest of your day. Do you feel more energized or more tired, more focused or more scattered? Understanding these effects can help you make informed decisions about how to handle these early wakings. If you find that waking up during these hours is negatively impacting your daily life, there are steps you can take. Improving your sleep hygiene, such as maintaining a consistent sleep schedule and creating a restful bedroom environment, can help. Some people find that avoiding screens for a few hours before bed or practicing relaxation techniques can improve their sleep quality. On the other hand, if you find these early morning wakings to be positive experiences, you might choose to incorporate them into your routine. Some people set their alarms for this time deliberately, using it as a period for meditation, creative work, or personal reflection before the day begins. Remember, there's no obligation to make use of these hours if you wake up. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is simply relax and allow yourself to drift back to sleep if possible. The key is to approach these experiences without stress or pressure. As we conclude our exploration of the mystical meaning of waking up between 3 and 5 a.m., let's recap some key points. We've discussed how these hours have been viewed as significant across various cultures and spiritual traditions. We've explored potential biological factors that might contribute to waking during this time, as well as the unique opportunities it can present for clarity, creativity, and personal growth. We've also talked about practical ways to approach these early morning wakings, whether you choose to use them actively or simply view them as a natural part of your sleep cycle. Remember, the most important thing is to find what works best for you and your lifestyle. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. can be seen as an invitation to explore your inner world, to connect with the quieter aspects of life, or simply to experience a different part of the day. How you respond to this invitation is up to you. Whether you see deep spiritual significance in these early wakings or view them simply as a quirk of your sleep patterns, they offer a unique window of time that's different from any other part of the day. By approaching these experiences with openness and curiosity, you may discover new insights about yourself and the world around you. As you move forward, consider paying more attention to your experiences if you wake up during these hours. What do you notice? How do you feel? What thoughts or ideas come to you? By tuning in to these experiences, you might uncover valuable insights or simply develop a greater appreciation for the quiet magic of the early morning hours. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to experience or interpret waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. What matters is what it means to you and how you choose to use this time. Whether you use it for deep reflection, creative pursuits, or simply return to sleep, these early morning hours hold potential for enriching your life in unexpected ways. So the next time you find yourself awake in the pre-dawn hours, take a moment to pause and appreciate this unique time. Listen to the silence, feel the stillness, and be open to what it might bring. You never know what insights, ideas, or experiences might be waiting for you in those quiet early morning hours.